Good evening, Tallahassee. I am student meteorologist Jason Corver, and here is FSU weather. So today it's been a very muggy day, kind of rainy, and Oklahoma Stadium is having lots of clouds over it with a temperature right now of 62, and we're getting those rain clouds coming in with winds of 3 miles an hour. The satellite and radar, it's showing the rain coming in later tonight, but also the rain behind us. It's right here. It already went through today, so not too much left, and we're going to be hopefully getting a good weekend. Tonight, it's going to be 53 degrees, mostly cloudy, and winds of 4 miles an hour. But tomorrow is going to be really nice. It's going to be 70, sunny with winds of 12 miles an hour. So it's going to be much better than what we've been seeing. But for this show, we're going to have more rain to come, severe weather recap, and also a very slow start to spring, and all of that and more on FSU weather.
Good afternoon, good evening, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Priscilla Vijalta. Right now, we've got a look over Doak Campbell Stadium. It's very cloudy. It's kind of rainy a little bit today, not that pleasant. Currently it's 62 degrees. Again, like I said, cloudy, a little rainy. We've got some winds from the west, southwest at 3 miles per hour. And then our satellite and radar, we've got this frontal system that's finishing out. It's through. Still, we're going to get another band of rain coming through tonight, so it's not over yet. Still lots of from that system. And again, as we zoom out, we really see that frontal system just push its way out of Florida. Thankfully, it'll head out soon, and we'll have some dry conditions, but not for too long, because then we've got another frontal system coming through. Looking at our temperatures for the Big Bend region, we see Tallahassee sitting here tonight at 62 degrees and generally lower 60s throughout the whole region. Pretty comfortable, but again, we've got those clouds and then some rain even down in Apalachicola. So not clear skies for stargazing if that's what you're interested in. Looking at our dew point, I love this map. We see the dry conditions start to creep in as then the front system pushes through. So we've got the higher dew points with muggier air and moisture, and then lower dew points as we get further west. And looking at our wind speed and direction again, as that front is out of our region, we see the winds going to the out to the coast and the Gulf, and then just push east. And looking at our future radar, we see lots of clouds, again, wind and lots of wind and rain. And then tomorrow morning, we'll have clear skies. Love to see it. And no rain. Isn't that amazing? Again, tomorrow, we're going to see that front leave sunny all the way in the morning. It'll be a little chilly, and then it'll warm up a little bit to about 69 degrees by 3 p.m. And then looking at our week ahead, again, we see these lower lows after that front system, and then some nice comfortable temperatures in the lower 70s. And then even into next week, we might see higher temperatures with 80 on next Thursday, and then some slight clouds. But again, really just sunny throughout the rest of the week, and it's going to be really great. And now I'm going to pass things off to Monique with Florida.
Thank you, Priscilla. We have some very active weather going on right now due to a frontal system that we have pushing through. We're seeing some warm conditions ahead of that front, 81 in Key West, 85 in Miami, and right now we're looking at 67 in Tampa, 62, slightly cooler in the Big Bend, and you'll see we have some drier conditions pushing through. But now we're going to look at our dew points. So our dew points are relatively close to our temperatures for South Florida. That's alluding to those moist and muggy conditions. So we're going to see lots of moisture in the air. That's very on par for South Florida. So you South Floridians are used to that. But be very aware that those conditions will persist until about the weekend. We'll see some drier conditions Tallahassee and the Big Bend. And then as we progress to that satellite and radar, you'll see that we have some showers pushing through Florida, lots of low-level clouds and thunderstorms. That's going to progress until about later tomorrow, and we should see that clear out by Saturday. We're going to look right now if you're driving on I-10 in Jacksonville, the I-10 and 95 corridor. Take extra care because we will see those rain showers. As you see, that's very consistent throughout the day. And as we push through and we see in Bainbridge and Dothan, we still have those showers and upper level clouds pushing through. So take extra care if you're driving on I-10 and just be very cognizant of those rainy conditions. Now, for a look at Miami, beautiful conditions in Miami. We're going to see some slight rain, 75 and 30% chance of rain on Friday. We'll see a slight warm up and some sunny conditions on Saturday and Sunday. And then for Tampa, beautiful conditions, 75 across the board for our high. Clear skies, bright and sunny, so Tampa, you have some great weather up ahead. And for Orlando, beautiful Disney conditions at 77. Jacksonville, beautiful conditions as well. In the low 70s, very sunny. Slight chance of rain. And Pensacola, as that cold front pushes through, you'll see that you have beautiful weather, warm weather, so you're looking good as well. Now for our storm outlook, you can see, sorry about that, you can see that we have some marginal risks for the east side of Florida, but for the majority of Florida, we have thunderstorms, so do take extra care and be aware of that as the weekend progresses. Looking at our future radar, Friday we'll see those storms push through, those showers push through because of that frontal system, and that will clear out by Friday, bringing beautiful weather ahead for the weekend. Now for our forecast for tonight, 47 in Tallahassee, very warm in South Florida, 69 in Miami. 64 in West Palm. And for our highs for tomorrow, we're looking at 73 in Tallahassee, very, very close to our high in Miami. In Miami, we're looking at some stormy conditions. Now I'm going to pass it off to Jason for our big town, small town segment.
Thanks. So this is a new segment. It's going to be big city, small town, where we're going to be comparing names of cities with small towns. And first we have Philadelphia. You probably heard of Philadelphia. It's a pretty big city with temperatures right now around 40, like high 40s, 48 in Philadelphia right now. But for the satellite and radar, it's mostly the same. And then so it's gonna be pretty nice in Philadelphia if you know any family there or anything right now. But for Philadelphia's 3-day forecast, it's going to be still around 60 on Friday, pretty cloudy, nice day. But on Saturday, it's going to have some few showers. And after the showers, probably from the cold front, it's going to be kind of windy on Sunday with a high of 47. But this is where it gets interesting. So have you heard of Philadelphia, Tennessee? It's a very, very small town with only an area of 1.55 square miles and a population of 656. So very small compared to Philadelphia or compared to anything. And right now, it's going to be 63 degrees there. Around the area, it's going to be 63 degrees. My sister is actually from Tennessee, so it's pretty close to her. And then the satellite and radar for it, it's still pretty clear. It's going to be nice there. So unlike Philadelphia where it's cloudy, it's pretty nice. Future radar shows that it's still going to be, it's going to start getting cloudy throughout Friday. The rain's going to come. It's mostly cloudy on Friday. But for tonight in Philadelphia, it's going to be mostly cloudy with temperatures of 40 degrees, mostly cloudy, winds of 5 miles an hour. So it's going to be very nice. Wish we can have that in Tallahassee right now, but luckily we just have very muggy and warm temperatures. But their 3-day forecast, it's going to be Friday, still going to be very cloudy, so not much temperature difference you see between 57 and 40. But on Saturday, it's going to be, you see that temperature increase, like range increase by 56 to 38, so much different than on Friday. So it's going to be a little more sunny, and also on Sunday, you see that low drop even more from 57 to 32, so huge range there. But now I'm going to bring it on to the next segment.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, we got the style coming up next. So, yeah, as we see throughout the whole area, cloudy conditions, again, that cold front not treating us that nicely, but we do see some sun poke out here over in Panama City. And looking at our Strozier forecast, if you're out to study tonight, maybe bring a jacket. It's a little cold. If you get the shivers, it's not going to be conducive to studying, so take a jacket with you. And then looking at a Thursday nightlife forecast, I don't know about y'all, I will be heading out tonight. I'm going to go see some live music. It's going to be exciting. But unfortunately, we've got a 50% chance of rain, and it's going to be a little chilly. So if you're heading out like I am, maybe take a jacket, maybe arrange for some transportation. Make sure you're not walking anywhere too much. And then looking at our stargazing forecast, we see
Just talk
our
loud.
conditions are poor.
Just keep
Our
talking.
conditions are poor for tonight. We've got lots of clouds, cloud coverage, and then so it's not going to be good conditions for watching our stars tonight. This is actually my dog. Her name is Millie. She's a Shih Tzu. This is a nice picture of her. Love her. We see tomorrow, if you're going to walk your dog, maybe a good time would be to head out later in the morning because we've got better conditions. It's going to be a little warmer, sunny. Thankfully, no fog, no rain. It'll be a little chilly, so maybe take a light jacket, and then it'll be a good morning for a dog walk tomorrow. Looking at Dick Hauser Stadium, we've got a baseball game tomorrow at 7 p.m. versus Duke. It's going to be a little chilly, 10 miles per hour winds. If you're heading out, again, maybe take a jacket. Our temperature is a little pleasant, but again, those winds might make things a little uncomfortable. And then looking at softball, we've got a softball game in Miami at Salisbury Field at 1 p.m. on Saturday at FIU. 10 miles per hour winds, 75 degrees, nice conditions. Again, we see our front system has pushed out through, so it's going to be sunny and nice. Hopefully our Lady Knowles will secure a win. And looking at our res forecast this weekend, it's going to be nice conditions, not exactly completely warm, but it'll be sunny, it won't be rainy, a little windy. So if you're on the water, make sure to take note of that, especially if you're sailing or going for a little canoe or kayak. But it'll be a nice weekend to go out to the res. However, if you're going out to Panama City Beach, maybe not so much. It's a little cooler, a lot windier, and again, that wind can just kick up that sand, and then you'll end up with sand in your teeth, and that's kind of gritty. Not exactly good conditions to go to the beach. And then looking at our weekend planner, we see warmer than it's been conditions for our highs, and then our lows are a little bit chillier, but unfortunately, now we're going to talk about some severe weather that we've had with this frontal system. Right, Jason?
Yes, we've been having all across the south, it's been very severe. We've been having so many storms, at least 2 dead in these storms, so it's been pretty sad.
Yes, exactly. We've had 38 tornadoes throughout Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia, especially in Texas.
Yeah, in Texas they had 25, which is crazy, damaging over 1,000 homes, and so far 1 dead in Texas. But also then in Oklahoma, there's only been 1 tornado, so it's kind of feels like tornado alley is shifting, which is weird.
Yeah, and then in Louisiana, there's a massive tornado near New Orleans. 1 is dead from an EF tornado, an EF3, and there's actually a state of emergency in Louisiana.
Some are still recovering from the Hurricane Ida because the tarps are still on the roofs. I can imagine why, so this is very devastating for them.
Yeah, exactly. In Mississippi, there were even 18 tornadoes, so really just lots of danger, and really it's important to be aware of tornado safety, don't be near windows, get to a low point.
Yeah, and usually this time of year, people really expect it, so it's going to be hard for people around them, just trying to plan for tornadoes. It's really hard, but just please keep watch of your news channels, follow all your weather people around your area. They can give the best information.
Yes, exactly, and even with all these horrible conditions, thousands in the south are left without power. So again, really important If you know some severe weather is going to be coming through again, make sure you're vigilant. Make sure you're watching out for those watches and those tornado warnings as well.
Yeah. So now I'm going to be passing it along to the next segment.
Forecast for Tallahassee. We are currently at 62 with some showers. As you've noticed, if you're outside or if you've been outside, it's been pretty rainy all day, but thankfully those showers will clear up for the weekend. Now, for our satellite and radar, as you see, we have a cold front pushing through Florida, so we're going to see those showers push through and progress all the way until Friday, and thankfully those will clear up and we'll see some nice and beautiful weather for the weekend. 62 currently in Tallahassee, 61 in Bainbridge. Apalachicola sitting at 62. So we're at the low 60s right now in Florida, in the Big Bend, and you can see our dew points aren't too close to those temperatures. So that would make you think that we will have pretty dry conditions, especially alluding to these dry conditions on this map. However, we're still seeing moisture in the air due to that cold front still pushing through. So we will see drier conditions in the future, but right now we're at 54 for our dew point in Tallahassee, so it's pretty moist right now. For our future radar, you see those low-level clouds in that storm pushing through. You see some light gusty winds coming in off of the coast, but again, those winds will clear up and kind of mellow out within the weekend. Now for tomorrow, we're looking at the high 60s and sunny with light winds coming in at 11 miles per hour, so it's going to be a beautiful day. Get out while you can and enjoy that nice weather. For our week ahead, we're going to see a consistent warm up for the week ahead, sitting at 70 for Friday, low of 49, and you see those beautiful conditions just progressively get better and better. We're going to reach 80 on Thursday with some cloudy skies, so it's going to be very, very beautiful. So like I said, get outside, go to the park, walk your dog, and really take advantage of those nice conditions. Now I'm going to pass it to Jason for our look at the southeast. Thank you.
Thanks, Wendy. So now, yeah, the southeast, it's probably like the tale of two stories. It's Gainesville right now, it's very cloudy, but Atlanta, it's very clear. And same with Bowling Green, Kentucky. But Virginia, they haven't got the cold front yet, so it's going to be 62 degrees there. And the temperatures, you could see a huge difference between even Tallahassee right now and Miami. Miami right now is 85 degrees, and Little Rock right here, it is 57, so huge difference between all the temperatures from this cold front. And the dew point, that's even worse. You can tell Montgomery right now is 31, like Tampa is 63, Miami's 68. So you can easily see where the cold front is right now, along with that dry line that's going to be moving through. With the satellite and radar, it's going to be the cold front right here, mostly going through the East Coast right now, going up all the way to Raleigh too. Miami's going to be getting it a little later, but not going to be affected as much as say, like Orlando or any other places like that. So upper level water vapor, you can easily see the dry line right here, where after the cold front, which you can see the dry air coming from the Gulf, like the west part of the Gulf, bringing these very rain. So Tallahassee, right now, you're probably going to be getting rain soon. With the feature radar showing the dry line moving through tonight, and Friday going to be a much nicer day with not many clouds, and perfect day to go outside, do anything you want, mostly for the entire southeast. And then for the Euro, you're going to be showing the rainfall forecast. It's all just rain, mostly in Florida, not really much right now in the Alabama and Georgia, but it's going to be very nice. Today's storm outlook, New Orleans, it's going to be showing some rain. Some thunderstorms with most of Florida also showing some thunderstorms with marginal risk, mostly in the east coast of Florida. But looking at the storm outlook for the week, for Friday, it's still nothing, so it's perfect. And day 3, Saturday, it's going to be nothing at all also. And tonight's forecast, though, it's going to be, you see these stark temperature differences, 41 in Toledo and 62 in Tampa, 72 in Key West, so major difference in those temperatures. But tomorrow's forecast, it's going to be the same around, like, hopefully a lot warmer everywhere else, but you can just a lot more equal temperatures. But now, I'm going to bring it to the next segment.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, now we're going to take a look at the national temperatures. We've got a very colorful map. We see a majority of the country is looking pretty green. We've got that spring. We've got a few hot spots. Over here in Miami, it's 85, and then another hot spot down in Texas, San Antonio, 79. And then Los Angeles, it's a little cooler, but then again, our map is showing those red. And then we see, again, over here is a big spot. We've got a low pressure system over near hitting Chicago, so it's bringing some cooler temperatures over there. And then, again, we've got rain on the coast. So then, looking at our dew points, we see lots of dry air out in the really just stretching out, and then we see as we come more east, we've got the cold front system that's still making its way out of the country. So we've got higher dew points, 54 here in Tallahassee, 68 even in Miami, 50 over in Washington. So, but then again, lots of dry air past that. So looking at our satellite and radar, we see that cold front push through out to the Atlantic Ocean. So we've got that low pressure. And then coming right behind it, boom, another one, low pressure system. And then here we've got another low pressure system over near Chicago in the Midwest area a little bit. And you can see those clouds just to start to rotate counterclockwise. And then we've got another slight low pressure system. But then we see that high pressure that's affecting the majority of the West. And looking at our upper level water vapor, again, we see that dry air push through the south, and then right behind that cold experience. So again, lots of upper level water vapor from that system, but then dry air from the rest. And then if we look into the northeast, we see some snow hitting Maine into Canada a bit, and then off the coast we've got some rain affecting the New England region. And looking at our active alerts, we've got winter weather advisory here in Maine, and then small craft warning. So maybe not a great day to be on the water, lots of wind coming through and affecting that area. So not a great day for fishing if that's what you're into in the northeast. And then as we look into the Midwest, we've got that pressure, the low pressure system, and you see those clouds rotate counterclockwise. I just love those little motions. And then of course we've got some snow hitting into the Great Lakes region. And looking at our alerts for this area, we've got wind alerts heading to the fire warning, fire weather. So again, the wind is just making, it's just really fueling those, the fire storms, if I can call it that. So that's really making it dangerous for those in South Dakota, Nebraska. And then we've got some light flood warnings too with some rain systems. And then over here in the northwest, a little bit dry, and then it's actually not that rainy in Seattle, so a little rainless in Seattle, you could say. But we do have some clouds over here in Montana. And then again, not too many alerts. Everything's looking clear. Again, maybe if you're maybe not a good day to fish, wouldn't look out to do that. But then looking at our storm outlook, we see slight and marginal risk for storms here hitting Florida, parts of Louisiana with that severe weather, and then up into the southern New England area. And then tomorrow, no risk for the next day either. And then tonight, we see cooler temperatures and then warmer temperatures in the south. And then looking at tomorrow's temperatures, it's going to warm up a lot sunnier throughout the country. And now I'm going to pass things off to Jason with the local.
Thanks. So the locals mostly rain and clouds over Doak Kimmel Stadium right now. It's going to be 62 degrees, showers, winds of 3 miles an hour. So pretty nice if you like this kind of gloomy weather, but I really don't. And the temperature almanac shows that it's kind of low. These two temperatures are kind of similar, so it's going to be pretty cloudy all day. So because there's not really much of a temperature range, and the average, we're a lot lower than the average in the record. Luckily, we're a lot lower than the record, and luckily we're not a lot a lot higher than the record for the low. For the satellite and radar, you can see the cold front that's been going through this past week, and we're having lots of rain for Tallahassee. But luckily, after this small band, we're going to be getting through the rest of it, which you should be getting rains anytime right about now. And for the temperature, it's going to be 62, and around the similar area around Tallahassee, it's going to be all around the same. So not much temperature difference between all of the areas. For the dew point, you could see the low dew points coming in, so hopefully we'll be getting that tomorrow with 54 right now in Tallahassee, and Quincy is going to have 45. The wind speed and direction, you can see all the wind is going down towards the Gulf, where the cold front's coming through, down and towards the Gulf. But for the future radar, there's the cold front. It's Friday. It's going to be very clear, very pleasant day. And for the dog walk forecast, it's going to be 48 tomorrow morning, so pretty cold. So you probably want to do that later in the day. And the week ahead, nice week, not really much rain at all, so it's going to be perfect. But now I'm going to close off the show with the desk.
Yes, thank you, Jason. Yeah, so we had lots of severe weather with that frontal system that came through, right?
Yes, and thankfully that frontal system is pushing through Florida, so we're going to see nice, warm, and dry conditions. So we're going to have a nice and warm weekend ahead. You can take advantage of those warm conditions. Make sure you get outside, walk your dog, hang out with your friends, go to the pool, because once those conditions leave, we know how Florida is. You know, we'll see some rain come in pretty soon.
Yes, exactly. But right now, for the week ahead, it's looking fantastic. We've got lots of sun coming through, especially after that cold front. We've got the high pressure. So it's going to be looking great to maybe get outside, enjoy the spring weather before it starts to really heat up, you know. I think maybe I'll hit the res this weekend. You got any plans this weekend?
Yeah, so I think I definitely am going to walk my dog, go to Cascades, maybe go to the grass, and maybe have a picnic, and, you know, really take advantage of that warm weather, because this past week in Tallahassee it was very wet, very cold, so I'm looking forward to being outside.
Yes, exactly. And we were pretty lucky here in Tallahassee. Throughout the South, Louisiana, Texas, they got all that severe weather from the front that came through. They had the tornadoes. Louisiana's still in a state of emergency too.
Right, so we're very lucky. So thank you so much for watching us. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and watch us live on YouTube at FSU Weather. And again, yeah, follow us on Instagram. Make sure, if you want, you can send us pictures of the weather if you see anything you like. And I'm student meteorologist Priscilla Vijalta.
And I'm student meteorologist Monique Martinez. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Thursday.